How much do you know about dementia? Do you know about the memory loss and confusion? That one day you could forget how to do simple tasks and lose your independence? Dementia is the leading cause of disability in older Australians. It affects 1 in 10 over the age of 65 and 3 in 10 over the age of 85, and there's no cure. But what if I told you that you might be able to reduce your risk of dementia by changing your diet? You see, like heart disease, dementia has risk factors: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high blood sugar, and being overweight. And if we tackle these risk factors now, we might have a chance of reducing our risk of dementia in the future. Now, you've probably already heard about the Mediterranean diet and the benefits of eating more olive oil, nuts and fish, fruits, vegetables and legumes. Also, red wine. We know that a Mediterranean diet is capable of improving those risk factors I mentioned. We also know that Mediterranean populations who follow the diet have a reduced risk of dementia. What we don't know is how well that translates to non-Mediterranean populations like Australia, and that's the focus of my PhD. Using data collected from a non-Mediterranean population, I'm looking at the links between dietary habits and brain functions that are linked to dementia. I'm especially interested in whether following a Mediterranean diet is linked to better planning, processing speed, and memory over time. If it is, it might suggest a protective effect of the diet. I'm also working to see if we can modify a Mediterranean diet to make it more sustainable and appealing for Australians. It's one thing if the diet improves our health, but what if we can't stick to it? Now, one issue with the Mediterranean diet is that it's quite low in dairy. In fact, it doesn't actually meet our recommended needs for calcium, and that's a problem, especially considering the already high rates of osteoporosis in older Australians. So to address this, I've conducted a randomised controlled trial, and I've found that it's actually possible to add extra dairy to a Mediterranean diet so that it meets our needs for calcium and still improves our health by improving blood pressure, cholesterol, and one of the brain functions linked to dementia. Another element of the Mediterranean diet is that it's quite low in red meat. Unsurprisingly, a recent Australian study found that red meat restrictions were one of the hardest parts of sticking to the diet. So I'm now conducting a second trial to see if we can add some more flavour and variety to a Mediterranean diet by including fresh, lean pork. We don't have a cure for dementia, but we might be able to prevent it, and my research is a step in that direction. My hope is that my work will go on to inform future dietary guidelines so that more Australians know about the Mediterranean diet and how we might be able to use it to improve our health now and reduce our risk of dementia in the future.